Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and my name is Michael Graham, and tonight we're going to present a short explanation of the parents' rights for all parents of special education students here in USD261, followed up by a brief explanation of those rights, as well as finishing up with a quick tour of the Student Support Services website, where to find it, and how to best navigate it to get all of the information you will need for your child. So first off, let's start by addressing the history of parents' rights. The rights of parents to direct the upbringing, education, and care of their children, of course, takes place long before any of court systems got involved, schools got involved. It's always kind of been the parents' domain, as it should be and still is. However, with the introduction of the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, it started to affect schools and set up procedural safeguards designed especially to help schools and parents work together to help develop the best educational programs for their children moving forward. So here at Student Support Services, our job is to provide the support to the families and students in the Hazel community. Students here will be provided with sound academic opportunities to facilitate their developmental, emotional, social, and vocational potential. So what does that mean? That means essentially we're here to help you get everything you need for your child to be successful, not only in the school setting, but to provide for them in the future going forward. Hopefully that will involve further education, doing basically whatever we can do to make sure that they are successful past their time with us. So the mandates that include are and are not limited to the identification and referral of children in need of special education related services. Of course, these are all going into those rights that you guys as parents are. So we're going to break these down kind of more into easy chunks for everyone to more or less understand. So the first one, of course, is every child has the right to be referred to if they need special education related services. Of course, there are stopgaps, there are areas in which we can go into further when we look at the website. Okay, you're of course provided free, appropriate public education if you need it, obviously for your students. Administration of non-discriminatory, multidisciplinary evaluations. Basically what that means is that all of your students' teachers, either at the elementary school, middle school, or high school level, will be able to evaluate, and will evaluate them to give them the best ability, best services, for them. Okay. Of course, you have the right to due process. You also have the right here, if you look at number 7, you will have the right to be informed and ensure parents have access to the recordings and safeguardings of all your students' confidentiality. That means if we record it, if we take note of it, you will have access to it. You will be able to see it and determine whether or not it's used. You will also have the right to be involved in the development of your individual education plan for your child prior to the placement in special education. So what that means is before we put them in special education classes, before we do any of that stuff, you have the right to help in the development as well as to refuse services if you so wish. Okay. As finally, and you are of course offered as well the reevaluation period every 3 years to determine whether or not the services you are being provided or your students being provided with are adequate and or if need be to be changed. Okay. All of this, of course, can be found at Student Support Services at our link here at usd261.com/support/index. Okay. All of that can be found off the main USD261 website, which is what I'm going to walk you through right now. So, upon entering USD261 and your main page, as you'll see here, this is the main page for USD261. Okay. Upon clicking under Services, you'll go to Special Education. And once you click on Special Education, you will, of course, be taken to our Support Services page. Okay. On this page, you are given a whole bunch of references and opportunities course, all of these here are your student services, all the things that can be provided to your child, including gifted, speech and language, transitions, our Tri-City Day program, okay, as well as occupational and physical therapy links, okay. And beneath that are resources for you as parents, talking about the um, Individual with Disability Act, including exceptionalities. You have parent resources here, which is a great source to go to, as it does provide you with a large portion of different activities based on your child's needs. As you can see, it also provides you with doctor's offices that provide specific services. Um, I, for example, know as a parent, I use Dr. Subhash Shah. My daughter has a neurological condition, and he is fabulous. Hopefully, this helps all of you, and we will look forward to helping better serve your child in the future.